Hello and welcome all dear students to this new video tutorial in which we will discuss conditional statements in Python part 2. We have already discussed these conditional statements in Python part 1 in the previous video tutorial. So if you have not gone through those videos, then the links are given below. So kindly go through these videos. So till date we have discussed 6 videos. This is the 7th video tutorial in the sequence. Okay, what we will discuss today? Discussion of homework given in tutorial 6. In tutorial 6 I have told you how to use if else to check single condition, how to use if else if. See, in video tutorial 6, what we have studied? We have studied if else to check a single condition. Then we have studied if elif to check multiple conditions. Okay. So if you have not gone through video tutorial 6, then kindly do it, because then only you can understand this video. So if else and if elif we have already discussed. So in that video, in that tutorial I have given you homework. So first of all, we will discuss the homework given in tutorial 6. Then we will learn how to combine two or more conditions. How to combine two or more conditions after if elif. Till now we are giving only a single condition after if, after else, elif. Then we will learn this can be done using AND operator, or this can be done using OR operator. It means you can combine two or more conditions after if and else using AND operator, using OR operator, and then we will discuss how to check the range of values. Suppose the limit is given, lower limit and upper limit is given. So how can you check the range of values? For this you have to use AND operator. So first of all, we will discuss the homework given in tutorial 6. Now the question 1 was, write a program to input any number and check whether it is even or odd number. Now you all know the logic. Even numbers are those numbers that are divisible by 2. So first of all we will open Python IDLE. This is Python IDLE. Now open new file or open the previous file and edit. Now the first question is, input any number and check whether it is even or odd number. So first of all, input any number. Suppose n equal to int input enter number. Now at this point you may be able to understand what is the use of int, what is the use of input. This we have discussed in the previous video tutorials. So n equal to int input enter number. Now check whether it is divisible by 2 or not. So to check the divisibility, there is a operator known as percent. Percent means modulus operator. So if n mod 2, अगर हम n को 2 से डिवाइड करें तो क्या आना चाहिए आंसर? 0. तो रिमाइंडर शुड बी 0. So double equal to 0. So print even number, else print odd number. तो जिन्होंने ट्राई किया है और उनका आंसर सही है, इट मींस उन्हें प्रोग्रामिंग समझ में आ रही है. और अगर जो लोग ये सिंपल प्रोग्राम वही बनाने में दिक्कत हो रही है, इट मीन्स उनको फिर से गो थ्रू करने पड़ेंगे सारे वीडियोस और ज्यादा सिंसियरली वो पढ़ना पड़ेगा. So this is a simple program to check even or odd number. Now run the program. Now see, invalid syntax I have given one extra bracket. Now run the program. Now see, this is the program and this is the output window. This is the program window. Now enter number 65. It is an odd number. Again run the program. Now give some even number. 188. 188 is an even number. So is it clear? So if number is divisible by 2, it means if I mod that number by 2, the remainder should be 0. The result should be 0. It means it is even number, else it is odd number. Now next program. Write a program to input any number and check whether it is positive, negative or 0. Now what is the logic? Logic is very simple. Input any number and check whether it is positive, negative or 0. Suppose the number is n. So n equal to int input enter number. इनपुट क्या करता है, इनपुट नंबर इनपुट करेगा स्ट्रिंग फॉर्म में और इंटीजर उसको इंटीजर में कन्वर्ट करेगा. फिर से समझ लीजिए, सपोज यूजर एंटर्स 188. So input will read 188 but it will read it in the form of string. Internally ये सिंगल कोट्स लगेंगे होंगे इसमें, आपको दिखाई नहीं देंगे, बट इंटरनली इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज स्ट्रिंग. और इंटीजर इसको में से सिंगल कोट्स हटा के इसको इंटीजर फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट कर देगा. सो स्ट्रिंग फॉर्म में अर्थमेटिक ऑपरेशंस नहीं हो सकते हैं, प्लस माइनस डिवीजन. टू परफॉर्म अर्थमेटिक ऑपरेशन यू शुड कन्वर्ट दिस न्यूमेरिक स्ट्रिंग इनटू इंटीजर फॉर्म. Now positive or negative. Now positive numbers are those that are greater than 0. ये नहीं कि जिनमें प्लस साइन लगता है. अगर उनकी वैल्यू 0 से ज्यादा है इट मीन्स पॉजिटिव, अगर 0 से कम है इट मीन्स नेगेटिव, और नहीं तो क्या है, इट मीन्स इट इज 0. सो इफ n इज ग्रेटर देन 0 कोलन प्रिंट positive number. Now elif multiple conditions are there. N is less than 0 print negative number, else print 0. So if n is greater than 0 print positive number, else if n less than 0 print negative number, and if both conditions are true it means it is a 0. So you can type it is 0. Now run the program. Now see, this is the program window and this is the output window. Now enter number 87. It is a positive number. Again run the program. Minus 987. It is negative number. Again run the program. Now enter 0. It is 0. So my program is working for all the three possible outputs, positive, negative and 0. It means this program is correct. Okay. So why we have used if elif? If there are multiple conditions, this is condition 1, this is condition 2. So if there are more than one conditions, then use if elif. If there is only a single condition, use if else. For example, in case of even or odd number. Okay. Now next program. Write a program to input any digit between 0 and 9. and print that digit in words. We have done such type of question in the previous video where we have asked the user to input any number between 1 and 7 and print the name of corresponding day. Now input any digit between 0 and 9 and print that digit in words. So let's do this program. Input any digit, for example a equal to int input, enter any digit between 0 and 9. So let me remind you once again. In Python, whenever you read this word between means upper and lower limits are always included. Upper and lower limits are always included. So enter any digit between 0 and 9. This digit will be stored in A. Now check. If A equal to 0 colon, print it in words, print 0. So how many conditions will be there? So you will be using if elif because there are multiple conditions and total there will be 10 conditions. If A equal to 1, print 1. Elif A equal to 2, print 2. Elif and follow proper indentation. If elif should be in the same line and the statement written within if elif should be indented to the right. Print 3. Elif A equal to 4, print 4. Elif A equal to 5, print 5. Elif A equal to 6, print 6. Elif A equal to 7, print 7. Elif A equal to 8, print 8. Elif A equal to 9, print 9. And in the else part, print invalid digit. So this is the program. So if A is equal to 0, print 0. Now see here I have 0 I have printed within double quotes. This is known as a string. You can print string within double quotes or you can print string within single quotes. So if A equal to 0, if A equal to 1, elif A equal to 2. Now run this program. This is the program window and this is the output window. Enter digit between 0 and 9. Now 8. See the answer is in words 8. Again run the program. 4. Again run the program. 6. Okay, again run the program. I give 89. Now see the output is invalid digit. So are you getting the program? Okay. So these were the questions that I have given you in homework. Now let's move on to the first topic of this tutorial. Combining two or more conditions after if elif. Combining two or more conditions after if elif. It means suppose there are two conditions. One is A greater than B and other is A greater than C. These are two conditions. Now we have to combine these two conditions on a single line after if. So what we will write? If A greater than B, comma A greater than C. No. So how can we combine conditions after if or elif? So in previous program we have written if A equal to 1. Now how many conditions are written after if? Only one condition. Okay. Then elif A equal to 2. How many conditions after elif? Elif only one condition. So can we combine two or more conditions after if or elif? This is the topic. You can combine by using AND operator and by using OR operator. Now these operators we have already studied in the previous tutorials. What is their working? We all know AND gives true when all the conditions are true. AND operator gives true only if all the conditions are true. Keep this in mind. If any one condition is false, it will not execute the statement. So AND operator gives true only if all the conditions are true. और if के आगे अगर कंडीशन ट्रू होगी तभी एग्जीक्यूट होगा. एंड और क्या करता है? और ऑपरेटर्स गिव्स ट्रू if any one of the condition is true. Or operator gives true if any one of the condition is true. So now how can we use these operators in a program? For example, now this is an example of using AND. Suppose if I ask you to input any number and check whether it is divisible by 6 and 9 both or not. It means you have to take input from the user any number and you have to check whether it is divisible by 6 and 9 both. Now see there and. It means दोनों से divisible होना चाहिए. Now how will you do this program? First of all take input A equal to int input enter number. Now check if A mod. Now for divisibility always use mod operator. Mod means percent operator. Now here in Python percent means modulus. Modulus means remainder find करता है. If A mod 6 क्या किसके इक्वल हो 0 and A mod 9 equal to 0 then print divisible by 6 and 9 both else print not divisible. See very simple. Here we have given two conditions after if. समझिएगा if के आगे दो condition दी हैं. One is a mod 6 equal to 0 and other is a mod 9 equal to 0. Here we have given two conditions. See a mod 6 is condition 1 and a mod 9 is condition 2. And we have combined this condition using AND. Why we have used AND? Because the program says that it should be divisible by both. Okay. So if a mod 6 equal to 0 and a mod 9 equal to 0, print divisible by 6 and 9 both. Now run this program. This is the program window and this is the output window. You can see both the windows. Now give 18. Now 18 is divisible by 6 and 9 both. See the output is divisible by 6 and 9 both. Again run the program. Now give 12. Now 12 is divisible by 6 but not by 9. So it is giving not divisible. Clear? Next output. Input three numbers and find the greatest number. Now we have done such type of program, but we have find the greatest of two numbers. Here you have to input three numbers and find the greatest number. Now three numbers. A, enter A. I will copy paste, enter B, enter C. Okay. So I have taken input of three numbers A, B and C. Now if now A greater than B and A greater than C. If means A is greater than both A and C, it means print A is greatest. Elif if B is greater than A and B is greater than C. See, again I am combining two conditions after if. Here in elif also I am combining two conditions after if, but using and, because both the conditions should be true. तो a बड़ा कब होगा? जब a b से भी बड़ा होगा और a c से भी. तो print a is greatest. Elif b is greater than c, a and b is greater than c, print b is greatest. And if both the conditions are false, it means else, print c is greatest. Are you getting? Now run this program. This is the program window and this is the output window. Now enter it 12, 34, 12, 3 and 1, 10. Now see here 12 is greater than 3 also and 12 is greater than 10 also. So A is greatest. So the output is coming A is greatest. Clear? Now again run the program. Now see the value of A I have given 12, 34, 6. Now here B is greater than A and C. So it will print B is greatest. Now again run the program. Suppose I am giving 45, 67, 88. See, I have given A as 45, B as 67 and C as 88. So the output is C is greatest. So have you noticed that after if I have given two conditions, I have combined two conditions using AND. After elif I have combined two conditions using AND. सो एंड कब ट्रू देता है? जब दोनों कंडीशन ट्रू होंगी तब, मतलब इसका मतलब ए बड़ा है. अगर ये बी ए और सी दोनों से बड़ा, इट मींस बी इज ग्रेटेस्ट. और अगर ये दोनों फॉल्स हैं, इट मींस सी इज ग्रेटेस्ट. आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते थे, एल इफ सी ग्रेटर देन ए एंड सी ग्रेटर देन बी. ये भी लिख सकते थे आप, बिकॉज एल्स पार्ट इज ऑलवेज ऑप्शनल. सो ये टॉपिक आपके समझ में आया? दिस टॉपिक combining two or more conditions after if elif, because in coming days we will learn how to write complex programs, and complex programs can only be written if you know the working of if elif, if you know how to combine conditions, how to use if else, how to use if elif. So how can you combine two or more conditions? For this purpose we can use number one AND operator, number two OR operator. AND operator gives true only if all the conditions are true. That we have discussed in two examples. Now we will discuss OR. OR operators gives true if any one of the condition is true. Okay. So let's discuss example of OR. Now the program says input any number, and if it is 1 or 2 print grade A officer, if it is 3 or 4 then print grade B officer, else if it is 5 or 6 then print grade C officer. Now in this program it is clearly mentioned that 1 or 2 होने पे you have to print grade A. If it is either 3 or 4 then print grade B, and if it is 5 or 6 print grade C. So let's how many numbers you have to take input? Only one number. So enter any number. Okay. Now the first is if A equal to 1 or A equal to 2, print grade A officer. यही है पहली कंडीशन. If A is equal if it is 1 or 2, print grade A officer. Elif. If it is 3 or 4. Now you cannot write like this. Elif A equal to 3 or 4. This is wrong. This is incorrect. You have to mention the condition each time. You have to write A equal to 4. Print grade B officer. Elif A equal to 5 or A equal to 6. So again see, we are, let me write this statement, grade C officer. Now see again, after if I have written two conditions, I have combined two conditions, but here I am using OR. Similarly, after elif I am combining two conditions using OR. Then elif I am combining two conditions using OR. So if user enters A as 1 or 2, print A grade A officer. If it prints A as 3 or 4, print grade B officer. If it prints A 5 or 6, then print grade C officer. Now don't use else. You have to use else elif. Now run the program. This is the program window. Now enter any number. Suppose 5. Grade C officer. Again enter 2. Grade A officer. Again enter 3. Grade B officer. Again enter 4. Now see, when I entered 3, then also grade B officer, and when I enter 4, then also grade B officer. Because we have put OR, we have combined the condition using OR. तो OR में क्या होता है, एक भी condition true होती है, so it executes the statement. It gives true. Clear? Next. Now checking range of values using AND operator. Suppose lower limit and upper limits are given. From this limit to that limit. How will you check range of values? For this you have to use AND operator. For example, if I ask you to input percentage marks of a student and print his or her grade as per the criteria given below. It means you have to take input of percentage marks. कितने percentage marks आए उसके? Suppose in class 10th और किसी टेस्ट में अब आपको ग्रेड देना है उसे कि ये ग्रेड ए मिला, इसको ग्रेड बी मिला. क्राइटेरिया ये रहा, परसेंटेज मार्क्स ग्रेड. इफ परसेंटेज मार्क्स इज बिटवीन 60 to 100%, अब पॉइंट में भी हो सकते हैं, तो यू विल गिव ग्रेड ए. If it is greater than equal to 45 but less than 60, grade B. If it is greater than equal to 33 plus less than 45, grade C. And if it is below 33, It is grade F. So write a program to input percentage marks of a student and print his her grade as per the criteria given below. 60 to 100, then grade A, 45 to 60 B, 33 to 45 C, and below 33 F. Now let's do this program. I have to take input of percentage marks. So I will take variable with name per. Per means percentage, short form. Now why I am using float function? Because percentage marks can be in float. Float means in decimals, in fractions. Float, then use input, enter percentage marks. Clear? First line is clear. Now first condition. If percentage marks is between 60 and 100, so how will you write? If per greater than equal to 60, keep in mind you have to write greater than or equal to, क्योंकि lower limit भी check करनी है. If it is greater than or equal to 60 and if you write like this and less than equal to 100, this is incorrect. Why it is incorrect? Because you have to write per again. वेरिएबल का नेम हर बार लिखना पड़ेगा आपको, बिकॉज दिस इज कंडीशन 1 एंड दिस इज कंडीशन 2. सो हर कंडीशन में आपको वेरिएबल का नेम लिखना होगा. सो इफ पर ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 60 एंड प्रिंट लेस देन इक्वल टू 100, प्रिंट grade A. Clear? Now elif. Why are we are using elif? Because there are multiple conditions. Second, if per greater than equal to 45 and per less than 60. See here 60 will not be included because 60 is included in the above condition. So if per greater than equal to 45 and per less than 60, print grade B. Elif per greater than equal to 33 and per less than 45, then print grade C, else print fail. Now run the program. This is the output window. Enter percentage marks 56.7. What will it print? Now first of all it will check 56.7 is between 60 and 100. False. Now it will jump onto the second elif, means first elif. If 56.7 is between 45 and 60, yes, it will print grade B. Again run the program. Enter percentage marks. Suppose if I give 45. Now 45 किस लिमिट के अंदर आएगा? This second limit, greater than or equal to 45, it means grade B. So you have to check the limits also, lower and upper limit also, and enter percentage mark 78.2, grade A. Again enter percentage mark 32.5. Now see, fail. Again run the program. Now suppose you check the program for the limits 60, grade A. Now see, if suppose user enters 105, now as per your program what will be the output? Is 105 between 60 and 100? No. Is it between 45 and 60? No. Is it between 33 and 45? No. So it will print fail. Now the appropriate output should be इनवैलिड परसेंटेज मार्क्स है ना, इनवैलिड मार्क्स. सो व्हाट यू कैन डू, एल्स यहाँ लगाने की बजाय आप लिखिए यहाँ एलिफ ए बिलो 33 this, and in the else part print invalid marks. Now this is a better program. This is much better program. Now again run the program. Now if someone gives 100 grade A, again run the program. Now suppose someone gives 105. Sorry, I am here writing A, it should be per. Okay, I have taken variable name as per. Now again run. Now suppose someone enters percentage marks as 105, invalid marks. Okay, so it is invalid marks. Clear? Now see what is the importance of greater than equal to. Suppose you forgot to write greater than equal to. Here you forgot to write per greater than equal to 60. Now if somebody enters percentage marks 60, now this condition is false. Why? Because 60 इस रेंज में नहीं आता है, अगेन 60 इस रेंज में नहीं आएगा, अगेन 60 इस रेंज में नहीं आएगा, अगेन 60 इस रेंज में नहीं आएगा, एल्स प्रिंट होगा इनवैलिड मार्क्स. इट मीन्स 60% आने के बाद भी उसका आउटपुट क्या आ रहा है, इनवैलिड मार्क्स. दिस इज लॉजिकल एरर. ओके, लेट्स रन दिस प्रोग्राम and see it on your own. See, student is getting 60% marks and then also it is printing invalid marks. The mistake is you forgot to write equal to sign. So this equal to sign is of great importance. Okay. Now homework questions. So what we have discussed, we have combined two or more conditions. So write a program to input any single alphabet and check whether it is a vowel or a consonant. Now you all know there are 5 types of vowels. Only 5 vowels are there. A, E, I, O, U. So there are 5 vowels. So you have to check, input any single alphabet and check whether it is vowel or a consonant. If you are able to do this program, it means प्रोग्रामिंग आपके आ रही है. इट मीन्स यू हैव द लॉजिकल एबिलिटी इन यू. और समहाउ आपको ये प्रोग्राम दिक्कत हुआ, बिल्कुल नहीं समझ में आ रहा, इट मीन्स आपको अभी और मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. यू हैव टू वर्क हार्ड, और ज्यादा टाइम दीजिए इसको. इट मीन्स आपके में मैथमेटिकल और लॉजिकल एबिलिटी कम है, तो यू हैव टू पुट मोर एफर्ट्स. नेक्स्ट, राइट ए प्रोग्राम टू इनपुट बेसिक सैलरी ऑफ एन एम्प्लॉय and calculate allowances. Allowances mean TA, traveling allowance, DA, DNS allowance, HRA, housing rent allowance, and net salary. Now see, in the first question, you have to decide whether you have to combine condition using and or or. It means either you will be using or या and. In the next, there is range checking. Now see, this is basic salary, TAD, HRA. Now the first condition is its basic salary is above 10,000. Then TA will be 75% of basic. DA will be 50% of basic. And HRA will be 40% of basic. It means you have to, in output you have to print TA, DA, HRA and net salary in rupees, not in percent. You have to calculate TA as 75% of 10,000 if basic is above 10,000, DA 50% of 10,000 and 40, and HRA 40% of 10,000. Similarly, if it is between 8 to 10,000, it means 8,000 से हो और it is 999, कम हो 10,000 से कम हो, then 50, 40, 30%. If it is 5,000 to 7,999, then 30, 20, 10. And if it is below 5,000, let's make it correct. If it is 999, 4 nines, 9,999. Okay, so if it is above 10,000, TADHRA will be this, and if it is 5,000 less than 5,000, then nil. Nil means no TA, no DA, no HRA. Now how will you calculate net salary? It will be equal to basic salary plus TA, DA plus HRA. Okay, so try to solve these questions in your rough copy. If you have computer, then do try it on the computer directly. First write it in your rough copy. Then if you have computer, type the program directly, and it should run with minimum errors. Then only your program is correct. Because in exam you don't have the chance, you don't get the chance to correct your program. There you cannot run the program. So your program should run at first attempt only. Clear? Now the third program. Write a program which asks the user to input his age and gender. Okay? Write a program which asks the user to input his age and gender. Now gender you can give either as M or F. M means male or F means female. And you have to determine whether he or she is eligible for marriage or not, as per the following criteria. 1. If the person is male, male means if gender equal to M, if gender is M, and his age is greater than equal to 21, then only he is eligible for marriage, else not. Second, if the person is female, that is if gender is F and her age is greater than equal to 18, then only she is eligible for marriage, else not. See, such type of programs will help you to build logic. If you are not able to write such programs on your own, then it means you have to work, you have to put more efforts. Okay? Now your program should display the appropriate message, means eligible for marriage or not eligible for marriage. So that's all for today. The next video lecture will be on conditional statements in Python part 3. Here we will discuss the working of nested if else. Okay, so in the previous video tutorial I have told you that there are 3 types of selective constructs: if else, if elif and nested if else. So we will discuss nested if else. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Take care and goodbye.